This is a little introductory video to the Janome Sewist 521. We have a variety of Janome machines in our room. This is one of them. There is the main machine, and then there is the foot pedal, which is like the gas pedal. This machine has an on-off switch on the side here, so when it's off, it's off. When it's on, if you're lucky, there's a light. Not all the machines have lights. And then if I was to press the foot pedal with my foot, there it is getting pressed, it would make the needle go up and down. It makes the thread take-up lever go up and down, and it makes the feed dogs go back and forth, and then it moves the inside of the bobbin case slightly. The same things move in the machine when you hit the foot pedal as when you use the hand wheel. So remember the hand wheel here, this has to always rotate with your thumb coming towards you. Thumb on top coming towards you. When that hand wheel gets wound, you will see the needle go up and down. You will see the thread take up lever, that's that little metal popping up. You will see the feed dogs, which are those little teeth underneath there. And then inside the bobbin area, that's what this area is called, you will see a little metal ring going around right here. It's called the hook, that thing that's moving around in there. You can actually see it a little bit on this side as well. So all of those things move when you move the hand wheel. You always want to move the hand wheel towards you, because if you go away from you, the thread can get sucked into the mechanics inside the machine, and then it will cause the machine to stop working. The bobbin area on this top load machine is here. This is the bobbin case. It does not come out. It stays in the machine. This is the bobbin cover. As you can imagine, it would be easy to lose. Don't lose it, or you'll have to buy the classroom a new one. You put these little plastic tabs in here, and you click them shut, and then it stays in place. To open it, you press this to the right, and that pops off. You need to be really extra careful with these plastic tabs. This is the throat plate here. It's got some seam guides on it. These ones have some numbers on it measuring the distance from the needle. So these measurements are from the distance of the needle when the needle is in the center of the presser foot. This is the presser foot. It's got a little ankle and some toes. It moves so that it can go up and over the fabric. The presser foot lifter bar is right here. This little black business right here. It goes up and down, and you do not want to be able to hear it when it goes down. So you want to hold onto it tight, go up and down, up and down. This is the needle here. And then under here, these metal teeth, those are the feed dogs, and they are the conveyor belt. They move the fabric from the front of the machine, underneath the presser foot, and out the back of the machine. The parts of the machine that are used for threading is the spool pin. This is where the spool of thread would live. This comes off, and then the spool of thread goes in, and then you put this back on. You want this little nipple part to be sticking out towards the end, not back here on the spool. This is a thread guide for when you thread the machine. This is a thread guide for when you wind a bobbin. You don't use this when you normally thread the machine. You come across this thread guide, you come down here through the tension ditch, and then up to the thread take-up lever, and then back down. There's another seam guide up here that you can't see in the video very well, and then the needle, and then through the crack on the presser foot and off the back. This apparatus is used to wind a bobbin, and you wind the bobbin by going onto this little piece of machinery here called the bobbin winder. In order to adjust your stitches, this adjusts the width of the stitch, so at 0, you're way down here at a straight line, and at 5, you're way up here at a zigzag line, provided that you have your pattern set. These are the patterns. If you are at 1, 2, 3, or 4 on this knob, you'll be on these patterns. If you switch this to SS, then you'll be in these orange patterns. This knob just moves like this, and then back. And then this knob moves like this. This also helps with stitch length. That little tiny dot means a short stitch length. That means a long stitch length. 1 is short, 4 is long. When you go to adjust your stitch pattern, you always want to make sure your needle is up because otherwise you can tweak your needle. Those are the basics. Oh, the reverse stitch. To sew backwards when you start and stop, when you back stitch to tie your thread off, your seam off, you press this down and that will allow the machine to go backwards just a little bit. You only have to sew backwards a little tiny bit. And that is the introduction to the Janome Sewist 521.